Well, I come from the United States. I've been living in Los Angeles for the past 30 years, and now I'm living in Hong Kong. And I am enjoying being a musical director there, also entertainer and recording producer. We're producing music from around the world. Regardless of your race. Well, a very dear friend of mine, Miss Ivy Chan, spoke of this middle way about a year ago, and the opportunity came this December 25th to join this retreat, and so I accepted the invitation, and here I am. I'm going into my second year, but it's not the first time. A long time ago, I think when you were a little girl, I tried this one meditation. I think it was called Transcendental Meditation or something like that, but it was just for a time, just maybe 2 or 3 months. But I found that meditating the middle way, the Dhammakaya way, has been more lasting and just so fulfilling for my life, so much to where I cannot go a day without meditation. Well, it was really through the Dhammakaya temple that I was introduced to this way of meditation, which is, I had an invitation to come to Dhammakaya temple through Kun Mom Rasaderi, and she introduced me to Long Po. Yes, I didn't realize that I had waited all my life to meet him, but when I met him, and he said, "Howard, I want you to meditate every day," and I said, "Yes, Long Po." And then he and his Long Peas taught me how to meditate. It's so wonderful. I don't want to stop. Yes, it was never about the center of your body. It was like something with they said the mind was up here, but the mind is not here. The mind is here. The brain is here. And I like what Long P. Bjorn says. He says that this is the hardware, but this is the software. I mean, when he said that, I said, oh yeah, and of course that comes from Long Po. You know, everything that the monks teach comes from Long Po, all Long Po's teachings. And to think that when you die, the brain is still there. So that's the hardware. It's the software that still lives. Absolutely. This is my first time. Now, I have to admit, I was a little bit reluctant because I'd rather be working in the studio or singing on a stage, you know, and to be in the outdoors, you know, but this environment, once I got here, it's so beautiful. It's like being away from it all in paradise, where you can totally focus on your meditation. And that's what's making all the difference, you know, is because in the city, like where I live now, Hong Kong, hustle, bustle, cars, you know, just, you know, red lights, green lights, you know, and the offices and schedules, agenda, and things like this. And so it's, you know, you have to take time out to meditate, even if it's like 10 minutes. But here, in this serene beauty, you can meditate and you hear sounds all over around, the sounds of nature. It's the words of Long Po. He describes things in such a way where it's like a beautiful tree with fruit, and all you have to do is just pick the fruit and put it in the chalice. But the fruit is already there because it's his words. Not one word of that song did I write. All Long Po's words. So when the music came, to complement the beautiful words, the music flowed in just the moment that it came. It took me honestly about less than 10 minutes to write that song, because I didn't write it, the song came through me. But it's through meditation. Out of my meditation I was able to bring that song forth, you know, and it's wonderful, it's wonderful. Oh, thank you very much. Well, I can say this one thing about the Dhammakaya method of meditation. I am a Christian, and I find that the Dhammakaya method, you can be a Christian, you could be a Buddhist, you could be Jewish, you could be Islamic, you could be Baha'i, you could be anything, you could be Mormon. It doesn't matter what religion you are, because it's not about the religion, it's about you. It's about your center. So everyone, Longpo says, has the sun inside. Everyone. Just everyone doesn't know it. And what the Dhammakaya method teaches you is how to focus, how to see, how to visualize, how to have an awareness of that sun and that light inside. And it's like in the song, it says, gently close your eyes and see the sun inside, in the center of your body, shining clear and bright. It's that easy. You know, something that Longpi Bamburen said last night, and when he said this, everybody in the room went, you know, because it was a truth that Longpo was asked, you know, by these people who have the Nobel Peace Prize, you know, the summit of Geneva or wherever, Sweden or whatever, there's somewhere in Europe, right? This lady said, what can you contribute to world peace? He said, how can you stop all the war? How can you do this? You know, you're a holy man. How can you stop the war? And how can you stop all the atrocities and the pain that is going forth? Of course we know the world is filled with pain and atrocities and war, conflict and all of these things. But you know what his answer was? Longpo said this, and this is what just blew us away last night. That's why I love this retreat. I never would have gotten this had I not come here. The thing that he said was, the most difficult answer needs the most simple solution. Is that amazing? The hardest answer, the hardest question, the hardest question needs the most simple solution. The hardest question. And the hardest question is, how can we have world peace? And it's a simple solution. Close your eyes and see the sun inside. Meditate. Oh yes. Do you have any idea of how much war costs? Millions, billions, possibly trillions of dollars, especially if it doesn't stop. But think, if we can just invite everyone to meditate. That is the answer. That is the answer. Oh, absolutely, I believe this. You see, because if an individual, if a being, if a soul, if a person does not have inner peace, how can you have peace in the world? You must have inner peace to have peace in the outer world. And the way to inner peace is the journey to joy, meditation. Oh yes, but if you really want it in detail, you got to come to the middle way. Absolutely, the monks here are so highly trained, and they give you such a feeling of comfort when they teach you and they instruct you in the meditation, and they don't leave out one detail. And so when you come to the middle way, you leave here knowing exactly how to meditate. And many things that I've learned here, I'm going to take back to Hong Kong with me. And that is going to make the difference in so many lives. Oh, yes. Well, before I started meditating and started my meditation, I had so many problems. Oh, financial problems, family problems, domestic problems, employment problems, creation problems, blocks, worries, frustrations, anxiety, depression, all these things, stress, all this. But what happened to me when I started applying the Dhammakaya method of meditation, which is the reason why it's so different, and there's many, many forms of meditation, and all meditation is good. It is, you know. But the thing that's so different about the Dhammakaya meditation, it's a technique and a method that has been lost for 2,500 years since the Lord Buddha was on earth. And this has been rediscovered since then. Original. It's the original method of meditation. That's what makes it so different. You know, there's many forms, but when you try this one, just think, the one method that was indoctrinated by the Lord Buddha himself, you are doing it the same exact way. And that's what makes the difference. I feel just wonderful. And in fact, when I apply this and I practice it, and on a daily basis, because Long Po said that's the key is doing it every day. Well, first I started 10-15 minutes a day. I enjoyed it so much I made it 20 minutes a day. And the more I enjoyed it, an hour a day. And if I have to find the time, I have to go 2 or 3 hours a day. Because it's once you just really just let your mind rest at the center of your body, you come to a place where you just want to stay. You want to savor the experience. And it's so wonderful. So what happens is that when you apply this, right, and you practice this, right, the problems are still there. But then all of a sudden through your meditation, solutions, resolution, answers come out of your meditation. Oh yes, and people that are calling you saying, I hate you, saying, how are you doing? I miss you. She was saying, you know, like, okay, I got a phone call from my former wife, you know, and she called me one day, and she used to call me and just say, you know, just things like this, you know, blah, 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 bye, you know. She called one day and she said, I understand that you have a new piece about you. She said, I'm sorry I couldn't appreciate you when we were together. And she said, have a nice day. You know, I said, well, thank you. That was before meditation, before I was practicing meditation, she would call and say things that would just leave me like, oh, you know. But it's through meditation. Honestly, the answer is inside of you. It's inside of all of us. But the key is meditation. That's what makes this so wonderful. It's not just for one group. It's not for just Buddhists. It's not for just Christians. It's for everyone. It's for everyone. When I was recently at the Dhammakaya temple, Paramthali, Thailand, I was asked this question by Long Po. May I ask you this one thing? Do you really want world peace? Only if you will believe it will come true. We have spoken a million words, but after all the words we've heard, still no change will come until this we do. Gently close your eyes and see
the sun inside the center of your body, shining clear and bright. If this dream is your desire, let meditation bring you higher. If you really want world peace, it will come true for me and you. Regardless of your race, what country you're from, what religion or your age, this peace is available for you. All you have to do is to look inside. Gently close your eyes and see the sun inside the center of your body, shining clear and bright. If this dream is your desire, let meditation bring you higher. If you really want world peace, it will come true for me and you. Kun tam dai. Bring you higher if you really...
Before meditation, before I was practicing meditation, she would call and say things that would just leave me like, oh, you know, but it's through meditation. Honestly, the answer is inside of you. It's inside of all of us. But the key is meditation.
Regardless of your race,
that's what makes this so wonderful. It's not just for one group. It's not for just Buddhists. It's not for just Christians. It's for everyone. It's for everyone. You know, it's good to have a mantra when you meditate, because this helps to still your mind so that your mind can rest. Well, there's an ancient Bali mantra that is like, I think it's a forgotten language now. It's not used now, but it says Samma Arahan. Samma Arahan, which means follow the path of light in which there is no evil, you know. And that's but if you can't remember Samma Arahan, just say clear and bright, clear and bright. So you know, same results, same results. So I like using Samma Arahan, you know, because it's ancient. 2,500 years ago, you know, I'm speaking the same exact words. And then, as you close your eyes and you're relaxed, then just picture the sun, or picture the light just at the center of your body, you know, and focus and say that until you don't have to say it anymore. When your mind is still, because the mind is always thinking either in the past or it's thinking in the future, but it's very rarely in the present, in the now, right now, thinking about regrets of the past, things that you should have done and didn't do, and then you're thinking about the future, the things that you have to do, but you don't have a chance to because you're not there yet. So that's worry and regret. So between worry and regret. But when you say Samma Arahan, it's like you're saying, what am I doing right now? I am meditating. I'm bringing everything into this moment, into this center of my body, and I am focused. I am resting in the present. And then what happens is all the regret, all the worries, all the frustration, all the stress is resolved in that moment. That is what makes the difference. Oh yes. And because we have to live in this world, you know, we are not our bodies. We have bodies, but we are not our bodies. You know, we're really these eternal beings that reside right in the center of our bodies, you know. Do you know that when you are taken from your mother's womb, that there's an umbilical cord of life that goes from your mother to you at the center of your body? It's not here. It's not back here. It's right here. Think about that. The life that from your body, or your body to your mom's body, is connected by that umbilical cord. That's where the life, that's where the soul, that's where the mind resides. This is the home of the mind, right here. Well, if you want to be precise, you know, because you don't have to be accurate when you're meditating, but if you want to be precise, you know, maybe there's someone who says, I want to know precisely where it is. Okay, you know where your navel is. If you can't find your navel, go to see your doctor. Because that means you weren't born. But if you have a navel, that's proof. That's proof that you were born like everyone else was. Okay? So in that navel, you go 2 inches above your navel, and that is where the Dhamma sphere resides, right there. 2 inches above your navel, right there. That's exactly where it is. Have you ever gone to an interview, or you had to do something, and all of a sudden you feel nervous in your stomach, or so you get some news, oh, something has happened, oh, right here, you know, not here, not back here, not here, you feel it right here. Everyone does. Exactly, it's here. You know, we feel from right here. You know, in America we say, I feel it right in my gut. Feel it in my gut there, fella. I'm feeling something right here in my gut. Or when you sing, they say, "Oh, that singer's got guts." You know, that's what we say back home in America. It's just a kind of a graphic word, but center, it's all the same. And to those who are very sensitive, they know, you know, and you feel it right here. Yes. So the thing that I want to say is, in your daily life, you can apply this method of meditation with your children, with your work, with your schooling, when you eat, before you sleep, and in every activity. You think of every activity that carries you throughout the day. You can approach it from your center. Well, the mind is created, the mind. You know, the brain works out the hardware, right? So, like, you know, you can calculate, you can analyze, you can do all these things with your brain, you know, but the real thoughts come from your center. So if you don't think of your brain being the source, but your mind being the source, you'll be more accurate with your analysis, or your resolutions, or the answers that will come. Because it's not purely intellectual. It's a feeling. It's a feeling. Oh yes, absolutely. You know what they say that the smartest husband in the world says all the time? The smartest husband in the world says, honey, how do you feel about it? Because it's something about a woman's, the wife's intuition will always make sure that that man doesn't go down the wrong path. If he's very smart, he'll say, honey, how do you feel about it? You know, and she'll say, honey, I feel this way. That's a smart husband. But the husband that's not too smart, he'd never ask his wife, and he always, you know, winds up with a train wreck. I have to share this. When I was first meditating, I would see so many things. I would visualize so many, because I have a very active imagination. I would see so many things, so many pictures. And when I came here, I never would have found out that it's not the long piece here teach, the monks teach that meditation is not, oh I love this, meditation is not about images. You may see them, but you must see them purely as an observer. Just like you're watching a movie, or you're seeing a commercial on television or at a theater. But you're just watching it, you're just observing, you don't get into the movie. You know, because then it becomes delusion, right? But it's about how you feel, the inner peace that you feel. It's about the stillness of the mind. So when I came to the Midway retreat, the pictures stopped. And I said, oh, my pictures are gone, my movies are gone. What happened? I said, I'm losing it, I'm losing, oh no, I'm losing. They said, ah, no, you're not losing it. Now you're gaining it. I'm gaining it because it's not about the pictures. It's about the inner peace. It's about stilling the mind. And going to a deeper level of meditation. See, it's levels of meditation. That's why Luang Por asks us to and suggests that we do it every day, because as we do it every day, we deepen the experience, and we go to deeper levels of meditation. Yes, I'm sure Tiger Woods plays a better game now than he did 5 years ago. Tiger Woods is a better golfer today than he was 5, maybe 10 years ago when he first started, because he kept the game going. Yeah, by practicing, the more you do it. Like when I first started playing the piano, I was okay, but I play much better now because I kept it going. Yes, I always want to be better, and I want to be better in meditation. So coming here to the Midway, my greatest experience was that I learned that there is a deeper level of meditation, you know, and the picture stopped, and now I'm on to another level of meditation. And I'm finding that now the trees have a different texture. The grass, even the concrete, the sky, everything is, I see it now more vividly, with a deeper appreciation and a deeper understanding. Oh my goodness. Well, let me say this. I'm already inspired. Even before the retreat, right in the middle of the retreat, 2 songs came to me. A song called The Middle Way and a song called Let It Start, which I'm going to record as soon as I get back to Dhammakaya. But the thing that has inspired me, the teachings and the people here. We have people from just about, it's like the United Nations. We were exercising with Ni the other morning, and everyone gave an exercise from their country. And I said, you know what? If the whole world could be like everyone is at the Middle Way, we would have world peace. I mean, there are people from every religious walk here. I'm seeing Christians here, Jewish people here, Islamic people here, Catholics here, Buddhists here, and everyone, we are all meditating. We are all meditating. And so if the concept of inspiration for me is, if the whole world could meditate, we would have no war. We wouldn't need a police force. Be no need for armies. No need for arms. No need for gangs and gang violence and domestic violence. If we could all meditate. So when I leave here from this retreat, I want to get all my friends, and tell all my friends about the middle way, and say, be there at the next retreat. I'll join you. You know, because we want thousands at this retreat one day. You know, and because the more people that we get to meditate, and I promise you, the closer we will be to achieving world peace. Yes. Oh, yes, yes. I think the middle way was discovered first by Lord Buddha. The middle way, not too extreme. Right, right, right. Absolutely. And so I want to go home, back to Hong Kong, and back to America, and I want to invite my friends to come to the Middle Way, to tune into DMC, you know, and to just be aware that there is an answer, there is a resolution, and it's very easy, so easy. Well, I would say that, number one, you'll be greeted by this wonderful staff from the Land of Smiles, and may the king reign forever. I think you have one of the kindest kings in the history of the world, and I think Thailand is the perfect place to invite the world to come to gain this experience, because it's magical and beautiful. And the thing is, you'll have the greatest teachers, the monks. These are highly trained monks who know, who can answer. I mean, everyone was asking the most difficult questions, and they answered just perfectly, wisely. And so if you want the answers to your question, you come to Midway and your search will be over. Absolutely, absolutely. It's wonderful. And then a chance to meet new friends. I mean, it's wonderful. I really wish I could stay, but I have to go home and work some more and spread the good news and come back. Oh, yes. I would like to invite everyone to meditate. The answer to all your questions is found in meditation. And all you have to do is close your eyes and see the sun inside the center of your body, shining clear and bright. And remember that meditation is for all. Sadhu. Khop khun khop. Sadhu.
คนทำได้